Hey there, everybody. Welcome to a special, very, very special edition episode here of Amy and TJ Ropes. Sitting next to me, reunited, and it feels so good. Who does that song?
Oh, I don't know, but I love it. It's Reunited, and it feels so
Who
good.
does that? Oh, wow. I didn't even... Nobody?
I feel like it's on the tip of my tongue.
Andy's about to get it for us. He knows it. Who is it?
It's a pair. It's like something and something. What is it?
Amy and TJ.
No. Wait.
Go ahead and tell us.
Oh, Peaches and Herbs. Yes. Yes. Reunited, and it feels so good.
Please continue.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
There's a reason why Peaches and Herbs sings it.
I was surprised when you, a lot of people know you took a trip to see your daughter in Berlin last weekend. You were gone for what, 4 nights? 3 nights.
3 nights, 4 days. Yeah, 4 days. Yeah.
Yeah, it's 4 days. I expressed on a previous episode of the podcast that how I feel when we travel apart. I'm not comfortable with it, don't like it. I was surprised to hear from you that you said that got people's attention and made headlines to some degree.
Yeah.
I was very surprised to hear that.
Right, because
Why did that resonate?
It would make sense. I mean, I think maybe a lot of men wouldn't want to admit they don't like it. I think you might even said you hated when I traveled without you.
Why is that? Why do you say a lot of men wouldn't like that?
I feel like maybe there's an ego to it where you just like, oh, I'm cool, I'm fine, I'm going to do my thing. I'm hanging out with my boys, I'm doing my stuff. So for you to admit that you didn't like it, I think was maybe some people would say brave.
No, come on, let's not go that far now.
Well,
really.
I think ego is involved in so many relationships. It affects so many of our decisions, what we say, maybe even what we aren't willing to say more than anything. We don't want to admit any kind of vulnerability. So that maybe struck a chord.
It was you know what? I didn't. You and I have been doing this for a while now with sometimes travel. It's rare that we have to travel apart, but when you travel, I don't know, we have a difficult time in our relationship. There's a distance. It's odd. It takes us out of a rhythm that we have in being up under together, but we don't talk as much as we used to, and it as we're accustomed to doing. And it's
when we're apart, right?
It's not good.
But this isn't anything new because this is the truth. When we were just friends. And it was endearing then, and maybe it's a little bit more difficult now. But when we were just friends, do you remember every time I traveled? And I am a big traveler. That's how I spend my money. I don't buy things. I love experiences. So I've always been a big traveler. And when we were even just coworkers and friends, when I would come back, we would say there was an awkwardness. Do you remember? You're laughing because
it would take us a couple days.
You would say, "Oh my God, we're being awkward now because you've been gone," and somehow it shifted our dynamic, even as friends. I remember you always. And we struggled a little bit for the first couple of days. And we got to a point where we could laugh at it. Like, here's the awkward phase. Yeah. And you would even like text me like, oh, did you land? Great. Can't wait for the next 2 days of awkwardness. Because it would but it was this strange thing because I think we just get used to, like you said, our rhythm where we're constantly together and we enjoy it. And it doesn't feel, I think more than most people, we just are always together. Yeah. And so when that is changed, there is a shift, and it takes some getting used to when I'm leaving or when you're leaving, and then when we're coming back together, it also takes some time to readjust.
What's today? So you've been back for I guess as we're recording this 3 days or so. We're still finding our rhythm.
I feel like today we really hit it.
We found
we're back and we're about to go on vacation together, so we're excited and but no, but always you know it's true from the very beginning when we were separated for whatever reason. Even as colleagues, it was weird when we got back together. Like, hey, no, I didn't miss you either. Cool, all right, it was like this thing.
That was just me trying to mask my true feelings. No, it's always the case. This time, but I'm so curious because it did. It was, look, when you're, all right, to people who are out there in a relationship, the person leaves on vacation, let's say with their boys or with their girls, but it's kind of that kind of a trip for fun. Like, what is the expectation for communication when you know that other person is in the middle of partying, sometimes in a different time zone? What should the expectation be of communication?
Yeah, it's tough. Like how often should you be looking at your phone when the people who you're with
Yes.
are expecting you not to be looking at your phone, but you still want to be connected to the person who you left behind.
Okay, you want to be connected is one thing. The other thing is let me make sure I make that other person feel like
Right.
I'm connected to them, which seems like more of a danger zone.
Right. Anyway, we're still working that part out. If anyone has any thoughts, we're open to them. But yes.
Yes. What you ghosted me on Sunday. Completely
I know.
ghosted
and
me
I did
on Sunday.
apologize because we were racing from one thing to another, and then you actually ended up reaching out to my 2 girlfriends to find out if everything was okay. And then I was like, oh no.
That sounds-
Then I knew. Uh-oh.
Okay, that sounds crazy, but there was a 6-hour stretch that
Yeah.
I didn't hear from you after reaching out to you. Now, there is a certain degree where I go, okay, I get it. She's with a girl, she's in the middle of something. But when there is no response of it, now I get concerned.
Right.
And I know obviously the friends well enough, Morgan and Nikki, to where I can reach out to them and say, and all I said was, hey, everything okay? And I said, I'm sorry for even have to ask.
I know. I won't make excuses. It is one of those things where as soon as that happened, I felt awful because that did happen one time and this wasn't on purpose. But in the Dominican Republic, you didn't have service. And I thought you were dead. I had convinced myself that you either the plane had crashed, you had gone off the road, you had been like attacked by bandits. I was actually crying.
All legit possible possibilities.
It had been probably the same, like maybe 4 or 5 hours, same
Yes.
thing. So I do know what that feels like, and it feels awful. So I apologize again.
No, I don't need that. I just, what is the, I do because
know.
what is the expected, what is the norm? And I was genuinely concerned. I didn't think you were doing something clubbing. Who is she
Yeah.
with? It was
No.
just a matter of, is everything okay?
We were running around my purse. My phone was in my purse. You know what it is? The Apple Watch, I didn't bring the charger. And that is a godsend. I will say, when
Christ
you are
on-
going
are you
around.
really? You've gone to the Apple
If you have an
charger?
Apple Watch on and you can hear the buzz when a message, then you get alerted. If you don't have your phone with you because you're trying to be present, you can forget. Like time can just slip away. But if you've got the Apple Watch on, at least you know, oh, someone's trying to get a hold of me, and you can
Baby,
make a decision.
I love you.
I should have brought the charger.
No. I love you. I don't think you should need an Apple Watch or an Apple charger to remember after 6 hours that you're still in a relationship with me.
I didn't forget I was in a relationship with you.
You didn't care that you were in a relationship
I just
with me.
didn't check my phone.
You didn't have to check it. You shouldn't pick up your phone to check to see if I messaged you. After 6 hours, shouldn't you pick up your phone and want to message the person
Yes.
that you want to be with?
Yes, you are right.
That's what
You
I'm.
are right.
That's what I'm saying.
You are right.
And if you don't, then that sends a message to the
I
person
know,
you're in a
but
relationship
you know that
with.
I was in like
That maybe,
yes.
Andy, there are signs that this thing isn't going to work out. Okay, no.
Oh wow, I love your transition.
You like that?
Yeah, that's
like that?
great. That's great.
But no, our producer Andy here just pointed something else to us. It's a list. I'm going to mess it up. It's a list of what again?
Yeah, this is the 11 signs a relationship isn't meant to be.
Okay, so sign number 1 is no contact after 6 hours.
no,
I assume.
it is not.
Not seeing that.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Okay, 11 signs.
Yes.
Warning signs or just what you say?
11 early signs a relationship isn't meant to be.
Okay.
Is it meant to be? Okay,
All right.
what's number 1 on the list, Andy?
Number 1 is you're somewhat bored of talking to them.
Yeah,
No, we're good.
Okay.
we don't get bored.
Damn it, I can't even
See?
try to
That
mess
wasn't
one up.
even
Yeah,
boring at
that
all.
nah,
No.
I can't even.
Okay, great.
Okay, we're good
Fine
there.
then.
We're good there.
So want me to go number 2?
Yep, number
Please.
2.
Number 2, only one of you is putting in most of the effort.
Oh, come on. We both put in effort. Stop. Okay, 6 hours, I admit, I did not.
It was
But
a
short
one- it
of
was
that,
fine.
that was a one-off.
No, I don't think we don't have that issue.
No, we don't have that
We
issue.
don't have that issue. All right. We 2 for 2. We're okay.
Woohoo!
We're okay. All right.
Can I ask what you both define as effort, maybe?
Effort.
Oh, thinking of the other person first. What do they like? What would they want? Just kind of considering what I think they would like versus what you want.
And I would just say that's more detail, but I would just say equal effort. There's never a time where I feel like I'm doing more than she is. There's never a time where she's doing so much and I was like, ooh, I need to pick it up a little bit. I don't ever think there's a drop off in effort with either one of us. So
I agree completely.
that's what I'm saying.
Well, number 3 is there's minimal trust between the two of you.
I think,
no,
we
God, no.
totally trust each other.
I have to.
We have to.
At this
There's
point.
no way. Oh, absolutely.
Oh my God.
a non-starter.
No, it's no.
That's the last thing I'm worried about.
Even if I don't want to, I don't have a choice at this point. Oh, no, we're good there.
We're good.
That's
Oh,
4
wow.
or 5. We're
3 for 3. We're 3 for
nailing it.
3. Boom.
Okay. We're nailing
High
it.
five.
Number 4, your values are on very different pages.
No.
No.
They're very much on the same page. In fact, I've said this a lot. I think something huge for me, having had all of the life experiences I've had, if you have the same mode of operation and you value the same sorts of things, that's something that I regard so highly, and I recognize how important that is because you know what? The daily operations of life can just wear a relationship down if you approach things differently. If you value the same things, it just makes things a lot easier and fights a lot more rare.
I can't say it any better than that. Yeah, we do. We are discovering more and more day in, day out, like, wow, we really do operate the same.
Yeah.
So, wow.
Wow, 4 for 4. Keep them coming, Andy.
Number 5, you frequently bicker and fight about the small things.
Well,
No. We're going to fight about the same things.
yeah.
But not about small
And
things.
it's not frequently. I would say it's like once every 6 weeks.
The same fight.
Yes.
And that drives me crazy. It's the same fight.
I know. It drives us both crazy, but we don't frequently bicker. We do
Oh,
not bicker.
God,
I would never
no.
describe
Oh,
what
God.
we do as bicker.
Oh, no. We have big blowouts. If we're going to do this, let's do it.
It's go big or go home.
Oh, yeah. We don't have time for little No.
No. You know, that might be nice, but no, we don't pick at each other. We don't nag at each other.
God, no.
And that's the thing,
No,
actually,
no.
I do appreciate that too, because I think that is something that I'm just grateful for, and I recognize we do not nag each other.
Oh, no. We don't do that. This would have been over
No.
quickly.
Okay.
Even in the early stages, that wasn't a thing. Because
No.
this is like the
Never.
early signs it wasn't meant to be. So
Never.
No,
these
because
have been-
even as friends, I think one of the things we loved about each other hanging out, we just kept always saying to each other, it's so easy with you. Like, you just get me. Like, that was a huge sign that we just always wanted to hang out. So even as friends.
That's awesome. Number 6, time around each other makes you feel drained.
No, I'm drained when I'm not with him. I've said this, and you've admitted it, that you're moody. And I asked you, would you describe me as moody? And you said, no, you just have different levels
Yes.
of intensity.
Yeah, you do.
I'm kind of the same mood, but it's just if you're going to get a lot of me or just a little less of me.
Yeah. If it's me, he's either going to be sad, he's going to be happy, he's going to be angry, he's going to be these things.
Yeah.
You are either at a 10, a 7, or 3 of whatever the mood is. It's just, you're just there all the time. So no. We
But we don't wear each other out.
Oh God, no.
No.
Oh man. Early sign. What is it? The list again?
We're
11?
we're
The
smoking
early signs
this.
a relationship isn't meant to be.
Early
I feel
signs
like
are-
it makes sense though, because if you guys started as friends,
Yeah.
it's like you got
Yeah.
to know each other as friends, so you would know as a friend if whether or not you liked.
And we were
person.
always together.
yeah.
So if we had worn each other out initially, just like, oh my God, I'm
yeah.
mentally exhausted by this person, or he's what do they call them? Energy vampires? No, I feel like I got like energized.
Yeah, that's true. Damn it. I hate to agree with you on that, but you're right. You're right.
You want me to go to number 7?
That's
Yeah,
it.
let's
We're up
keep
to
it
7.
going.
We're
Number
killing
Yeah.
7. There isn't much emotional intimacy between the two of you.
it, dude.
Oh my God, that's hilarious. No,
We are-
we're good.
Our emotions make out all the time. It's,
They couldn't get closer.
I mean,
Okay.
as far as intimacy goes, we are more intimate emotionally than physically,
Probably.
probably.
Oh my God, that's so funny. Wow, I did not think it was going to go this well for us.
Oh my
I'm
God, yes.
shocked. Okay.
Wow.
Number 8.
Hmm.
There's a noticeable lack of respect between the two of you.
Ugh.
No. I respect you
Oh,
immensely.
Goodness, no.
Yeah.
I don't feel. I wish I could say something in that regard. Nope,
No.
I don't feel that at all.
I've talked about just respecting
I'm with you.
Yep. Nope.
With
We're
you.
good.
Wow.
Check. Wow.
Number 9. One or both of you don't really want to commit.
I don't think that's true either. We both said that we're committed to each other from the beginning. Actually, we kind of set that up right away.
Yeah, I don't. I'm trying to again. early signs that your relationship is in trouble.
Yeah.
You said, right? There's a list. And one of the early signs is that, say the thing again, Andy.
One or both of you don't really want to commit.
Don't really
Want to keep your options open. I mean, you did suggest that maybe I get on a dating app. I believe
how much
in the
I love
last.
you.
Aw,
I want to give you opportunity.
that's sweet.
I want to give you a chance to go out there and see if you can do better.
Because you're that confident. I
No,
can't.
that's not what I'm saying. No, that's not what I'm saying.
Oh my goodness. No, but
No.
I mean, but that is a big one because I mean, there are some things that are deal breakers, but yeah, if someone wants to be exclusive and the other one doesn't, you've got a problem. That's pretty obvious. I think, no, that's never been our issue. I think we're still deciding about just what that level of commitment is, but like whether it's legal or not, but that's still up for debate.
Whoa.
But mentally,
So-
emotionally, we've absolutely agreed to commit to each other.
We're on number 9. Might take us a minute before we get to number 10 because we need to unpack some of this.
No, we haven't figured the marriage thing out yet.
But what does that mean? We haven't figured it out. Figured it out, right? We haven't. You mean you haven't decided whether or not
Correct.
we're going? Well, it's legal. I mean, we just talked to a guy who was a straight shooter, so let's be a straight shooter here. We're talking about we haven't decided whether or not we are going to officially get married.
Right.
Okay.
But I have said this to you, and I believe you've said it to me as well, that I want to be with you for the rest of my life, and I would like to live with you
Okay.
when the time comes.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be today or tomorrow or next year, but I would eventually like to live with you. I want a life partner. I want someone who is with me. Yeah, I want to spend the. I like spending the night with you and waking up with you.
What happens then? You say a life partner. What? And I think a lot of people deal with that. Like, what is a life partner short of a legal binding agreement? Can you have a life partner without that?
You can. And I've actually always been in awe of the best example I can think of, and this is someone
Are
who
you
I've
really
always loved. Yes, you
about
know
to
I'm
say
going to go Goldie Hawn
Overboard?
and Kurt Russell, because Overboard is my favorite movie, and their relationship, I'm sure, and I know it's not perfect, but I've always been in awe of the fact that every day they wake up and they choose to be together, there's no legal binding
that.
document that says they have to be together.
So
and
why
I
do
think,
you need one?
well,
That
there's
was it. Nobody else. I was just joking. I'm kidding.
Oh no, but I was actually, because I've thought this. I'm like, then why do I default to wanting that? And I
Yes.
do, in my heart of hearts, want that. And I think it is a level of security, and we know based on our experiences that it might be false security, but at least there's this. This is the way I think my brain works.
I'm listening.
It's a lot harder to break up when you're married. And so when you go through the tough times or something really bad happens or something really hard happens, it's so much easier to walk away if there's nothing that you have to settle legally. And just, I know that's not the reason why I want to stay with somebody, but
Wait a
there is
second.
this notion, there's this sense of security that, well, it's an extra hard thing, so maybe we'll both stick it out.
Whoa.
Yeah,
whoa.
that is
Isn't that
something.
the exact opposite thing that you want to happen?
Correct.
I'm only with
Yes.
you because it's harder to get away from you.
Correct. I know. I'm admitting that-
Intellectually, you know that, but
yes,
still
I
emotionally,
do.
you're saying
there
you
is
still want-
something like,
Okay.
well, it's a security blanket, but
Wow.
it's a false security blanket, and that's not the way I want to have a relationship with you. But I still default to that in my head. I'm just admitting it, and I'm not saying it makes any sense.
Okay.
But I'm just admitting that there's something about it where I feel like if I can say that's my husband, and I'm his wife, it feels more official, and it feels more real, even though that's not necessarily the case because we've lived enough life to know that's not.
Baby, you can say it if you want to. You can call me whatever you want to call me.
I can call you my husband.
You can if you want to. By all means. No, it's just interesting because we're talking about it here, and Andy's given us this list, but we've talked about this privately, how we understand it. It's almost, I am more excited and feel it's a stronger commitment to not get married because you can walk out tomorrow.
Yeah.
The next day, all you got to do is grab your driver's license and walk out, and you're kind of good.
It's true.
And so to hear that still a binding legal document feels like more of a secure.
Yeah.
That's wild.
It does. I mean, and again, I still like the idea of what I said, what you said, how Goldie Hawn and Kurt Russell have lived, but I'm admitting that there is something about that marriage document that makes you feel more secure.
Does that make it doesn't? We have one other woman in the room. She's a much younger woman still, but does that make sense? I guess maybe I should ask Andy as well. But still, does that? What does that? I'm just getting another woman's opinion on hearing what you just heard from Rose.
That makes sense to me. I would feel more comfortable with a bind than just
wow.
Yeah.
to be in a relationship but maybe that's also people being obsessed with the fact of wanting more. Like you have the relationship finally, but you want more. And so you have to be like legally binded to someone and they can't be taken away.
Wow.
Right.
We were just watching, what show was it? 90 Day Fiancé, where we actually talked about this, where you talk about this all the time, where people are so much in love with the idea of having a husband or having a wife or having a marriage. That you're in love with the idea of the wedding and all of these things, and no focus is put on the actual relationship early on.
Right. And what it's going to be like actually being married. We're all focused on having a wedding. And then so many stories, so many movies end there. That's why I think, as much as I love rom-coms, I think they ruin real life for so many people because it ends at the wedding. That's the goal. That's the end goal. But actually, that's when your marriage begins. And anyone who's lived enough life knows that less focus is put on that. And that's actually what we should be talking more about, what that entails. So I'm actually I think our level of commitment, to get back to what Andy initially asked, is the same. It is the same. Although, do you want to live with me? I don't know that I know the answer to that. And it's okay if you don't.
Well, I mean, do you want to do this in front of everybody right now?
I don't know. Why not?
Okay, let's do this. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So
I actually did not know what you were going to say, and I was prepared for either.
Yes. I don't like being a part. You know, it's gotten a lot better. What I hated was I was respecting for so long that your home was Annalisa's home, and I know you welcome me into that home, and that's my home all the time. But I always was trying to just be respectful that you have a 17-year-old daughter that might not want to see me sitting on the couch watching a basketball game when she comes in from school or comes in from her night out, whatever it may be. So that is, I think we've gotten past.
Right. But I appreciated it, and I knew that's where your head was and your heart was.
Yeah. So, but yeah, of course.
Oh, Emma has a question.
Oh, God. Yes.
Do you think that your dynamic would change if you lived together?
That's a hell no for me.
No.
Not at all.
Nothing.
Because we're together 24/7. I mean, think about most couples go to work and they're apart from each other for at least 8 hours a day, maybe more if you put commutes into it. So then you just kind of come together at the end of the night. We work together and we prep for work together. And so we've been like this for a very long time, even when we were working, like we were working together. So I just think we're so used to constantly being around each other. That would not change anything.
Not at all.
No.
I feel that.
Yeah. It would just make the closet situation easier. We're like, oh my God, do I have jeans at your place? It actually would simplify a lot of our life. I think it would make it easier from a logistics standpoint.
Yes.
I also have a question.
Oh, wow. Look at this.
I love the follow-ups. This is great.
Are you asking for a friend or what is it? Okay.
So you mentioned just marriage and just making it easier. I feel like I keep hearing the word easier. If that were in the cards, do you think it would just be like a courthouse thing, private, or would you want to have like an actual wedding?
All right, I'm curious. We should do like a 1, 2, 3 and you answer. Okay. I am curious to know what you think here because I have thoughts as well.
Okay. So
courthouse or would you an actual wedding?
Courthouse for me. Really? Yes, but I would like a party afterwards.
Okay. Wait, same day or something we invite people to down the road?
It could be the same day, 100%.
Okay.
I think for me, this relationship with you has been so, like, obviously it was put into the public eye, and maybe it happened in front of everyone's watch, but so much of what you and I are is just so private. It's not for anyone else. It's not a spectacle.
I got you.
But I would love to celebrate with my family and my friends and our friends and the people who have supported us. That I think I would love. I kind of just want to do the vows, just you and me.
Oh, wow. Okay, you make a good argument. But there's a handful of people, I mean, it's a very small group, that would be very cool to throw a party and for them to be in the room.
Yes.
That would get it. Right. That's a very small group of folks. I would kind of like that.
Okay, cool. All right, next question.
Wow. So I am voting. The guy is voting for the wedding, and you want the courthouse.
Well, no, but I think the compromise is the courthouse and then the party.
Courthouse and the party. Courthouse.
Well, you could have some people at the courthouse.
I don't know. You're going to be at the courthouse?
Well, it doesn't have to be the courthouse. I'm just saying I don't want a big wedding.
Don't they just line you up at the courthouse?
I mean, you could have someone from there come to you and make it private. Like, you don't have to go to the courthouse. You can actually hire someone to come.
That's just a private wedding then.
I mean, let's just bring Jeff Gardier in and have him do it privately.
Obviously, he's going to do it.
Right. And then have the party.
Okay.
Yeah. We just don't have to do the walk down the aisle thing.
You don't want to do that? I don't have to walk. You're the walker.
I don't have to walk.
You don't want to walk
but
down the aisle?
I want a great dress.
You don't want to walk down the aisle?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm being,
You just don't want another walk? Your dad is getting exhausted.
He's like, not again.
Take this walk again? Jesus. Obviously, we're close that we can joke about something like this. Obviously.
All right, next question.
Okay,
I'm finally moving on. Finally,
we're doing good. We're doing good. We're doing good. Okay, yes.
Number 10 is you feel lonely even when you're together with each other.
Oh, God, no.
Dude, I feel like there's 14 more people in the room when I'm with her. Like, Jesus. All these people
It's
get out of here.
crowded. It's crowded in our room.
Oh, my God. No.
All my personalities all coming in one place. No, I've never felt lonely with you.
No. So what's 11? So we're nailing this list.
And number 11 on early signs a relationship isn't meant to be is you often feel uncomfortable with your partner at a gut level.
No.
Oh,
no.
God. More so than anything. For a long time, the gut was not drawing me away from her, but drawing me to her. So
Right.
no. Oh, no. On a gut level. Nope. Damn.
Right? Wow. Never felt more confident about us.
Well, how soon do you think into a relationship can you tell if it's going to last or not?
That's a good question. I think you need to have your first fight first. And I think once you've had, if you have not fought and you don't fight, that's concerning. Because learning how to fight and learning who your partner is through those fights is a big part of sustainability, I think.
And I would argue that you can find out, I think, very early that it's not going to work out based on things they do. But it takes you a little while to find out if it will work out. Like you might know first date, this ain't going to work out.
Right.
You won't know until first date, second date, third date if it will. You need a little bit of a sample size before you know if it's going to work out. I just you can't know that early on. But man, first date, there's some stuff folks can do that is a deal breaker.
Yeah, 'cause I think absolutely there's lust at first sight for sure with a lot of people. But love,
Jesus,
but
folks.
no, but I think people confuse, and I've been in this situation. I'm not talking about you.
Will you stop talking about your lust? You caught that, right? Okay.
No,
all
but
right.
there is a difference between the two, and that's where I think it gets confusing.
Okay, God, can we end this episode?
We were friends at first sight.
Friends at first sight? Yes. Yeah, no lust. You saved the lust for the others.
No.
You heard that, right? I'm not crazy. Emma, you heard it, right?
No,
You heard what she said. That could be lust at first sight. That's happened plenty in my... What the Jesus.
Oh, don't act like you don't know what I'm talking
But
about.
with you, TJ, we were friends. Jesus Christ.
I know that you do not doubt my attraction to you?
Stop talking.
Okay, come on.
You gotta stop.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
Next.
No, that was all of it. We made it through the
wait,
list.
I just have another question.
Seriously? But no, wait, we made it the whole list and none of them. Oh,
we don't have any
wow.
early signs that we have a problem. No.
But
Wow.
have you ever noticed these things in a relationship, and what did you do?
Okay,
Yes.
just in a quick way. Go through. Say the first one again.
You're bored of talking to them.
God,
Yep.
yes.
Yep.
Only one of you is putting in most of the effort.
Yes.
Oh God, yeah.
There's minimal trust.
Yes.
Values are on different pages.
Oh, yes.
yeah.
100% yes.
Okay, bring it down a little bit. Bring it down just a little bit,
You're
sweetheart.
frequently bickering and fighting
Oh.
about the small things.
Yep.
I'm never a bickerer. I'm not that guy.
I have been a bickerer. I'm not proud to admit.
Time around each other made you feel drained.
Yep.
No emotional
Exhausted.
intimacy.
Yep.
Yo,
Lack of
God,
respect.
yeah.
Yep. Oh, that's a big one.
One or both didn't want to commit.
No, I don't think I had that.
Wait.
I never had that.
No.
I never had that.
Yeah, when you hear this, yeah, everybody wanted this. No. Really, Rose?
No, I'm
Everybody
saying,
was ready
I'm
to
saying
commit
I
to
wasn't.
this. They were ready to lock it down, day one.
I was also saying that reciprocally, that I never felt that way. Like I was all in. Okay, stop.
Fine. All right.
And feeling lonely when you're together with
Yes.
each other.
Oh, yes.
Oh, man.
And feeling
that's
uncomfortable at a gut level.
yes. All of those I have
Wow,
felt.
we've
All of
experienced
those
before.
Yeah.
And again, in whatever relationships,
Yeah, we're not
assigning
it's
them to
not
anything in
saying
particular.
any one person. We've had lots of relationships in our lives where yes, we're at that place. But that actually, I love that you asked that because I hadn't considered that outside of us. And once I looked at that in past relationships, it actually makes how I feel now even more special. Wow. I think you just made our day.
Oh, shoot.
Wow.
Andy, thank you for that. Emma, thank you for that as
Thank
well.
you.
Folks, thank you for listening, and we'll go back to lusting individually apparently here. And we will see you from possibly our next podcast might be recorded from an island.
Yes.
We don't know yet.
We're
So
debating.
Don't hold us to that, but perhaps.
Just depends how much vacation we want to be experiencing and how much work we want to do on vacation.
That's a good
we could
point.
turn it into a workation.
All right, folks, thanks as always. Appreciate y'all listening. We'll see you soon.